Hi everyone! This is a quick video tutorial to show you how to use Wibbi Home Exercise Program from the professional view. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get logged in. You can log in via our website, one of our partner websites, or you can log in via your charting system or EMR system if an integration is available. After logging in, you'll arrive at the exercise home screen, where you can search for exercises, explore available templates, and create programs. You can search through the system in 3 different ways. You can search by typing in keywords, using filter boxes, or using pre-made exercise templates. All exercises are grouped by specialty into modules. So if you click here on this drop-down menu, you will see all the modules available in your package. If you click on this blue arrow on the left, you can also see any modules available within your package. I'm going to do a keyword search within orthopedics for lumbar. So if I start typing in lumbar, I'm going to get the most popular searches in the drop-down. So I'll do the standing lumbar. I'm going to type in the search results for the lumbar extension, and it brings up search results for that keyword. At the very top of the search results, I see any favorite exercises that I've tagged with a star. I'm going to select this exercise by clicking in the middle of the picture. It turns blue. That's how I know it's in my program. I can select more exercises down below. I'm going to take 2 more. If I want to find more exercises, I'll just do another keyword search. This time, I'll use hip. You can see now the results for the hip, standing hip abduction search. I'm going to take 2 more exercises. Once you've made all of your selections, you can go ahead and click View Program. After you hit View Program, you're now on the Program Editor screen. There are several different things you can do on this screen to customize the program before you send it out to your client. The first thing you can do is move the exercises around. So if you'd like to change the order they're done in, you just click, hold, and drag. The next thing you can do is apply parameters. You can see that these 4 exercises already have preset parameters because it remembers the last set of parameters that were added. The first exercise does not have parameters. I'm just going to select that exercise, go to the top middle, and type in the parameters that I would like to add. On the right-hand side, you'll see you have an Apply To option. So I could apply those parameters either to all exercises, the one I have selected, or the other 4. I'll apply to selected. Now all exercises have parameters. You can now toggle between the view you have now and another view. So if you go down to the right, you'll see the 4 little blue squares. This is the one that's lit up. So this is the compact view, which gives you a clean and simple layout. If I click on the list view, it switches to a more streamlined format, which is especially useful for smaller devices like tablets or phones. And if I click on the arrow pointing downward, I can expand the entire program into a detailed view, showing all the information for each exercise at once. You can see the exercise name, instructions, start-end position images, and video. You can edit the text, so you can change those instructions. Click Set as My Instructions to make it your default. You can always toggle back to the original version if you'd like to restore the default instructions. You also have the option to rename the exercise to better fit your preferences or your client's needs. Additionally, you can move the images around, so if you'd like to swap the starting and ending positions. You can also mirror the body side and play the video for a visual reference. These are all the customizations available directly within each exercise. At the top of the screen, there's a Program Notes box. This is where you can add any extra information you'd like your client to see. For example, you might leave a helpful message, a general reminder, or even specific instructions related to the program. Once you've made all the changes you'd like to make for this client, just hit the blue Save button. We can name the program, so I'll call this a test program. You can select your client profile. If the client profile does not already exist, you can go ahead and add it by clicking Add a new client, and put in their first and last name, email, and phone number. You can also set the language of the patient from that screen. Now the program is saved, and I'll go through the program options. So once it's saved, some other options will appear. We can now send the program, so I'll click the drop-down for Send and I'll put in my client's email if it's not already there. It may already be there if it's in the profile. You can also put in their phone number for SMS text messages. It will already be there if you have it in their profile. Once you send the program, you may also want to print it. Over here, where you see the printing options, if I click the drop-down menu, I can view all the available options. In this list, you can choose from 1 to 6 exercises per page. You can also include program sheets, summary sheets, or tracking sheets. Your pre-selected options will be listed below. In this case, I have 5 per page with the summary and tracking sheets already selected. So, if I click Print, it's going to open in a separate window. The Print Preview window, which is all branded to your business. So here we'll have your logo and your clinic details. That's the program page. This is what a summary sheet looks like. And this is what the tracking page looks like if you're using our program through an EMR. If you're using our program, you can print that out. You can also take a copy of the program summary and paste that in an external program. So if you'd like to put that into your daily notes or some other system, copy this to clipboard and paste it where needed. The last thing you're going to want to do is set this program as a template if you've built a program that you want to use with other clients. So I'll click Set as Template. You can specify which module it goes in and what the template name is, and click Save. You can now use that preset template over and over again without having to make the program from scratch each time. The very last option you want to use is to click Exit Program at the end. Now you're back to the screen that you started with, which is our home screen, and you're ready to start a new program. I'm going to now show you how to find the exercise program that you just created for that patient. To find the program, you would go to the top left-hand corner where you see Clients and click on the Client tab. In here, you can search for the client that you made. You can also add new clients. If I want to filter to find the last client I made, it's right on top. Once I click on their name, it's going to open their profile. On this screen, I have all their profile information first, all of their documents second, and all of their programs third. The middle section you see here is where you can attach documents and forms. You can also attach documents on the program screen. I just didn't show you that previously, but if I go right back into this program, at the top on the right-hand side, you have a patient education option. So here you can attach patient education sheets, or you can upload your own patient education sheets to attach to the patient's portal. Now I'm going to hop back to the client profile again. So from this screen, we have the document section. I just added a patient education section. I can also toggle to forms and add an outcome measures form as well. Let's put in an NPS survey. You can see all the programs that have been created. You can open them to edit or just view them. You can also click New Program to create your patient a brand new program. So let's go ahead and go back out to the exercise home screen. You'll remember that you also created an exercise template. So the exercise template you created, if you want to reuse that for another client, you're going to go over here where it says Mine, All, and Wibbi. Click on the template dropdown, and you'll see all the templates you've already made. Right here, you can see the one we just created together. That's your saved preset, and now it's ready to be used for any other client you're working with. And that brings us to the end of your basic introductory tutorial to Wibbi. We'll have more tutorials coming up that go over some of the more advanced features, as well as a separate tutorial to show you what things look like from the patient's view. Thanks again!